Friday night, Chalk and Friends. It's making Maria, your Chalk Couture independent designer. Happy Friday night. Woo woo, Friday night. Welcome everybody. We are making a season's greeting tonight on a box frame. This frame, 3-part transfer. Super fun. We're gonna get all shimmery. We're pulling out shimmers. We're gonna do it all in neutral tone shimmers. That is my plan for the evening. So it shouldn't take super long. I shouldn't even say that, because as soon as I say that, I jinx myself. But it's a relatively fast project, as long as I don't talk at you too much. So it'll be fun, quick, and easy for a Friday night, right? We've actually made this transfer once before. We made it on Sylvie, and we did it in some really super fun colors. But tonight I want to do it in kind of super neutral shimmer. I'm thinking shimmers. I'm hoping you guys feel the same way about the old shimmers. So has anybody seen those like Secret Santa or Secret Sister posts on Facebook where people did the post about, you know, it's been a rough year kind of deal. It's like a chain thing. Only you say you want to participate, and then you get the name and address of somebody you don't know, usually, and you have to ship them a little something fun, a Secret Sister gift. So has anybody other than me ever heard of these things? Or am I the only crazy person that gets these in my feed? So I did get them in my feed, and I like to give gifts, but I don't like to get gifts, if that makes any sense. So what you're supposed to do is you take this post, and it says, let's be Secret Sisters. If you want to participate, comment and I'll message you. And then the person that posted it messages you, and they send you 2 names and addresses. The first name and address you send the gift to, and then the second name and address is the person that your friends send the gift to. So you then put the post on your page, and anybody that signs up, they get the other person's name. Does that make sense? Well, I like to do this, but I don't want to get the gifts, so I cheat. I'm like admitting this out loud. I cheat. And I send both gifts because I don't want the gifts. So really the chain letter dies with me. Now that I think it's really kind of mean. It kind of dies with me. But that's okay. So I don't put the post on my page and then send people an additional address. I just send 2 gifts instead of sending 1 to 2 totally different people. So that's what I need to do tonight. I need to make another gift so I can send my Secret Sister presents out tomorrow, because I'm at the crunch line here for postage and people getting stuff. So I love to do Secret Santas, ding dong ditching, you know, all that kind of stuff. But I don't like to get the gifts. I like to give gifts. It's a weird thing about me. So tonight we made this one. This is the last time we made this, and I love this. Absolutely love this. We did a little red shimmer, we did scarlet, we did 2 greens, and then we did gold shimmer for a season's greetings. So this is one of the Secret Sister gifts I'm sending out. But I wanted to make it again, but because I don't know these people at all. I don't know how old they are. I don't know what they like. So, you know, you send holiday decor because everybody can use holiday. You can send someone else's name in. Oh, well, Kristen, I didn't even think of that. Instead, I send 2 gifts because I don't want to put the post out. I had a really nice friend say something very similar, but instead of putting her address out there, she put like Children's Hospital or some women's organization. I can't remember. It was either kids or women, so that people sent the gift there, which I also thought was very nice. I just like to give gifts to random strangers. It's okay. You can say it. Maria, you're really weird. I can take it. I really can. So tonight we're creating another sign like this one. This is it done on the Sylvie chalkboard, which is a white chalkboard, and we did it in some fun colors. Tonight I want to do a little bit of contrast, and I want to do it on, I want to do it on one of the old box frames, which is a white surface, and I want to do it in gold, black, and silver with a little bit of red shimmer for the berries, I think. So we're going to stick really, really neutral. So the big question is what color to make the poinsettias, the big poinsettias. And I was really kind of thinking gold. So we make the big poinsettias gold, we make the berries red. So that would be the gold and red. And then the silver, some silver leaves, maybe with some gold leaves and some black leaves. Do you think that's too new? I did pull out the green shimmer and copper. I just don't think they go with it color-wise. So I was kind of leaning. Kristen is saying gold. For the poinsettias, is that frame a reusable item? Jeff and Jesse. Or Jesse, this one is not. Oh goodness, you can tell my son is home playing video games. I'm gonna be glitchy tonight. This one is not reusable. It is double-sided. You can chalk on both sides of it. The Sylvie is this chalkboard. This is a white chalkboard. You can totally wash this off. It's a really fun chalkboard. Very fun chalkboard. Okay. Hello. I don't know if I said hello to everybody yet. Hello, Miss Carol. Hello, Kristen. Welcome, everybody. So that's my thought process, is sticking this bad boy on here. Yes, gold for the foot. Thank you, Kristen. Okay, so I take my transfer. I remove it from its backer sheet. I set my backer sheet aside. Oh, it's going to be one of those very frustrating, glitchy nights. I should go kick him off of his video game. Place my transfer down. He just got on, though, so I feel bad. He has to wait for the little kids to go to bed before he gets to play. And they just went to bed. Well, they didn't even go to bed. I told them I could stay up a little later, but that he could play before they... Normally, they're in bed right now. I'm being too nice of a mom right now. I shouldn't let them stay up so late. Okay, so I'm putting my painter's Jesse, the Sylvie is a 9x12 chalkboard. The frame's a little bit, with the frame it's a little bigger. It's a really nice board. It's a very washable board, which is why I like it. And it's pretty, it's very on trend, I think, with the frame. It comes in a black frame with a white board. It also comes with a black board and a white frame. It comes in two ways you can get the Sylvie. Okay, so what I just did was I put 2 pieces of painter's tape behind my registration marks, and I did that because this is not a washable surface, and I need my registration marks to help me line up. You know, it has to help me line up the flowers. So I want to make sure that I don't chalk on the chalkboard. We also need to sneak in a season's greeting down here. So we should we move this up a little bit more? Hello, Rhonda. Welcome to your chalking party. I am going to move this up a little bit. So again, I have the painter's tape down so that I can use the registration marks, and then I can just remove the painter's tape. So I get the advantage of being able to, and of course now I moved the painter's tape too high. I get the advantage of using the registration marks to help me line it up, but I don't have to worry about my surface. Okay, so I gotta move my painter's tape down a little bit. Did I move it too far? Nope. The one thing I've learned with the registration marks is I always chalk the registration marks in white because my painter's tape is blue. If I do, like let's say I was doing black or even the shimmers, it would be very hard to see it on the blue painter's tape. So I always chalk my registration marks in white, even though I'm not using white on the project. It's just one of those tricks that I've learned with, and I think it's because it's blue painter's tape. All right, so we're gonna start with our leaves, and we've got black. Maybe we shouldn't do black shimmer. Maybe we should just do black, because we're gonna do the leaves will be shimmery, and the points, I mean, that's a lot of shimmer if we do all shimmer. So I'm opening up my regular black and stirring it. I'm gonna open up my gold. Although we're not using gold yet, right? We're using gold for the poinsettias, so I need my silver. We could put a little, well, that's a lot of gold though. So yeah, I think we're gonna pretty much we'll do some black for maybe for the stems, and then we're gonna do the leaves in silver. That's the plan. That's gonna get a little challenging with a lot of cutting in, so I'm gonna pull out some little squeegees. The biggest help in little tiny detail work like this is the detail tool, which doesn't want to come out of its little container. There we go. What I like about the detail tool is a little itty bitty teeny weeny squeegee on the end of it, which makes it very nice and easy to cut in when I'm trying to get in here with these little tiny lines. I'm going to start with my black for my stems, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do the silver. So I'm going to, the shimmers don't dry as quickly. So the biggest fear with chalk paste is your chalk paste dries very quickly. So if you leave it on your silk screen and it dries and you go to pull it off, it takes the chalk with it because it's dried to the silk screen. So time is not your friend. Once I start chalking, I pay a lot of attention to what I'm doing and I chalk. Sometimes I do a method called paste and peel, which is what we're going to do tonight because this is a lot of detail work, where I paste and then I pull my transfer off, put it back down, and then continue. That eliminates the pressure of, oh my gosh, my paste is drying and I got to get this off. So just be very conscious. Time is not your friend. So if you're chalking with girlfriends, which is way fun to do, just know that once you put chalk down, there's no more wine drinking. There's no more fun. Focus on your project, then drink some wine and talk to your friends. So you just got to pay attention to what you're doing because it's not your friend. So I'm going to get started with the black. I'm going to take my little tiny detail tool and I'm going to dip it in my squeegee. Now again, this is a one-time use surface, so I get one shot at this. So I don't want to make a mistake. So I'm going to go slow and I'm going to take my time. Which is why I like this tool, because this tool makes it very easy for me to take my time. It does kind of the work for me. So you just go slow. And I will probably, pretty soon here I'm going to start lifting it up. I don't know, maybe we should do these little guys in black too. Otherwise it's going to be a lot of silver too. So the multi-purpose tool and the detail tool work like a pencil. So you have a lot of control over where you go, which is kind of what's nice about them, is they really work well. They're not fun to use when you're trying to do a big something because they take a lot of time and they leave a lot of lines. So every tool has its purpose. The detail tool is just for that, little tiny details. You don't want it for, general big chalking. All right, I think when it comes to this bottom part, I'm actually going to pick up a bigger squeegee. We're going to do this guy all in black. He's pretty twiggy. And then this guy all in black. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is that whole paste and peel. So I've pasted it, and now I'm going to peel it off. And that's what I'm left with, is my little lines. And I just lay it right back down. And now I can keep going, only now I'm going to flip to my silver. And we're just going to use this way. So now I'm going to switch to my silver, and I'm going to do my leaves. Again, this guy's probably a little too small. But there's a lot of detail on this, and you do have to be conscious of your detail because I don't want to pick up the black paste with my squeegee. If I pick up the black paste with my squeegee, it's going to carry it through, and I don't want to do that. That was a lot of paste, Maria. So you just pick up your extra paste and put it right back in your container. Silver shimmer is very pretty. The shimmers they have a very, 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 very fine glitter in them. So you do have to push, do you want to get that little tiny glitter through your silk screen. What does the peeling, Jessie, what the peeling does is it makes the chalk paste, if I put chalk paste down, Jessie, and I don't peel my transfer off, my chalk paste dries on top of my silk screen. And then when I go to pull my silk screen off, it takes the chalk paste with it. So it's, and I'm not worried about it right now because the shimmers take a little bit longer to dry, but black and white, especially chalk paste, dries super fast. And if I'm chalking away and it's drying on my silk screen, when I go to pull up my silk screen, it takes the chalk with it. Time is not your friend. So you paste and then you peel when you have a detailed project like this. Most projects are not this detailed. So see, now we're gonna have our little silver leaves. And I lay it right back down. And then I just keep going. So now I don't have that pressure of, oh my gosh, my chalk paste is drying, I have to speed this up. Now I can take my time, because again, I don't want to pick up that black with my squeegee. See, like I have, see how I got the side of my squeegee has black on it? You don't want, it's not a big deal because it's up there. It's obviously not on my squeegee part, but if it was on the bottom part, when you drag your squeegee, you take that chalk paste with you, and then you end up with black where you didn't want black, which isn't fun. Because black is one of those colors that it's hard to cover it up once you have it in a place you did not want it. Alright, so I think we got to go back to doing more black now, right? Look at this little guy. Then we're going to peel up the silver that we did, and then we're back to black. Ooh, my light turned on. My light keeps going on and off in here. It's kind of like disco retro in here. Okay, again, I'm just gonna pick it up. So we're starting to create the design basically. So now we're gonna go back to black. And I'm just wiping my squeegee off as I go because I'm going back and forth between the black and the silver. So I just have to wipe the other color off so I can go back to switching colors. You just keep going, taking your time. This is the tedious part of this project. After this, everything goes really easy. Because then it's just, you know, gold poinsettias, red dots, and a sentiment. I actually think we're going to do these whole things in black. Make my life a little bit easier. They could be silver, they could be black. We could go either way, right? I'm just gonna speed up that whole chalking process. So you just load up your squeegee with the chalk paste and then you scrape the chalk paste across. And then we're just gonna do our little silver leaves up here. Sometimes I get squeegee happy, and I do to be very conscious of not putting black where I don't want black. Sometimes I tend to swipe with my squeegee, and then the next thing you know, I've got a color where I didn't want it. So yeah, I did a few of the Secret Santa or Secret Sister posts that were out there with my friends. But I cheated and I'm just sending all the gifts. Okay, so I'm gonna hold my transfer down, lift it up, put it back down. Now we're just gonna do the silver. And then we're ready to, oops, that's black, Maria. See, gotta pay attention. Pay attention to what you're doing, Maria. That's black, not silver. Okay. And now we keep going. The silver and the black are very pretty together. And I was just kind of thinking this kind of classic Christmas, so even though I don't know these people and I have no idea what their home decor color choices are for the holiday, you know, you can always have a little silver gold shimmer, right? So does everybody have a big weekend planned, or is everybody done Christmas shopping? Is everybody good to go? I'm about to start the wrapping process. Although it really feels like this year I'm ahead of the game, even though I'm actually behind. Normally I'm wrapped and done by now. But not this year. And I didn't really have that hard of a time this year figuring out what to buy people. Some people, you know, does everybody have that one person that you're like, oh my gosh, what the heck am I going to get them? I didn't have that this year. Even the kids were easy this year. Although we've really scaled back. We don't go crazy anymore like we used to for the holiday. Okay, I did just pick up the black on that, and I got black where I didn't want it. So I'm going to wipe off my squeegee so I get rid of the paste. And one more little silver leaf, and we're ready to pull off. And then we're just going to layer over it. You want to smooth out any lines you have, because if you have a line, you're going to see it. I picked up the black again. Okay, ready? Dun, dun, dun. No shopping, still making gnomes. Your gnomes are so pretty, Kathy. Oops, I forgot to do the registration marks. Quick, lay back down. Shit, shoot, I didn't want to do that. All right. Well, we're winging the registration marks. Darn it, I forgot to check the registration marks. Well, now you're gonna learn what you do when you forget to check your registration marks. Okay, so far we have the silver and the black, and it really does look pretty from here anyway. I think once I just really kind of like the silver and the black too. Wash off your chalk paste when everything is wet. It's much easier to clean your things when they're wet than when your chalk paste is dry. Chalk paste dries hard, which is the whole point to chalk paste, so it's not that you can't clean it off, it's just not as easy to clean off. My white container is empty, so I need to pull out my new one. So Kathy, what are you making all these gnomes for? Because they're really cute. I hope you're selling them, because you have a lot of talent, Kathy. Alright, so I'm wiping off my squeegee. I got my black all over. I find black and cadet are blue are the two hardest colors for me to clean up. I don't know why. So I need my chalk paste to dry so that I can layer over it. I want this lid going. There we go. Cleaning up my paste. We might use black again. Not 100% sure what color we're going to do a season's greeting in. We might do a season's greeting in black. The other one we did it in gold. Just make sure you get rid of your black, because if you put your black, like let's say you had black chalk on your squeegee and then you stick it in white, you contaminate. So you want to do that. Take my chalk paste. I give it a spray of water. That's how I store my chalk paste. Some are orders, others are gifts. Gnomes are really popular. Alright, so I'm just cleaning up because I'm getting ready now to switch colors to go to gold and red. We're going to use gold and red next. And now I need to dry. So I really need to make sure that my chalk paste is dry before I put the next transfer over it, or it will pull the chalk paste off or smear it, one of the two. It doesn't take much to dry your chalk paste. It's a very quick process. Are you guys all ready for the snow? We pulled out the snowblower today. It was sad to me when we pulled out the snowblower. But, you know, We're kind of lucky we haven't had that much snow up until now. So I'm just really making sure I'm dry. Okay, and I'll show it to you. This is what we got so far. So we have silver. And it's hard for you guys to see the shimmer, but it's there. And these boards always play with my lighting. So we're gonna stick a Seasons Greeting down here, but I'm not sure yet what color we're gonna do that. So I need to check and see if my chalk paste is dry. And how I test to see, as we noted last night when my chalk paste was not dry, and I did this, is I take my hand and I set it down and I come up. And if, well, the black was there already. If I have chalk paste on my hand, I know my chalk paste is still wet. So we're good. Just one more, little, just in case. Because you would hate to have this pretty little board and smear it, right? Kathy, where did you sell your gnomes? They're really cute, Kristen. Wait till you see them. Kathy, you should post some pictures of gnomes in the crafty community. Okay, so we didn't do our registration marks, but obviously we kind of know where they go, right? I need to fuzz this, which is a very simple step. It's just taking my transfer and sticking it to a towel that has lint and picking up some of that lint. It makes my transfer not as sticky, which gives me wiggle room. It also doesn't then pull up the chalk paste that's underneath it. So you just want to fuzz it a few times to pick up some lint. And then yeah, sure, Maria. Where does this line up? Oh, I can do it without the registration marks. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, right. Okay. So we're gonna pull out the one that we already did. Check it out. I actually think we did a pretty good job based on where the other one is lined up. This is pretty good. Just go over a little bit on this one. I would tell you we did pretty darn good. Just word of mouth. All right, so got our poinsettias down. We're pretty well lined up. The dots we're gonna do in red, just to have a little sparkle of red, and the poinsettias we're actually gonna do in gold. So we can get this one out of the way now. We did a good job of lining it up. So anywhere that there's a dot, it's gonna be red shimmer. So this project is going to be very shimmery, so I hope whoever this person is that gets this one likes shimmer. So you do have to, push the shimmers through because of the glitter component. I do go over them a couple times just to make sure. And you can kind of see, through the silk screen. If you got a lot of glitter in one, or shimmer, it's not glitter, got a lot of shimmer in one spot, you can see. You can also see if you're missing spots. So see how much faster this is going now, because this isn't that much detail work. This is just kind of covering up and going, right? So very easy to do this. Anybody can do this. I don't care how old you are. So I'm scraping, scraping, scraping. Okay. Voila. Now I'm going to switch gears I'm gonna grab a mini squeegee. I'm gonna grab my gold shimmer. Now you notice I'm not picking it up this time. First off, it's a shimmer. It's not, oops, that should have been red. Oh well. It's gold now. So I have more wiggle time with the shimmers. Also, you know, it's going much faster because I don't have as much detail. So I have more time with the shimmers, as well as, you know, this is going fast. So cover them up, scrape it through. This is the only little detail guy. Again, just push your shimmers through. Make sure you don't have any lines. Make sure you cover up the whole silk screen, and we're done. Yeah, Kathy, post them in the group. Oh, this is pretty. Okay, this is really pretty. Stick this in my water bath with the other transfer so that they can start the washing process. Okay, this is pretty. Pull off my tape because we didn't even use it. I'm gonna dry it. The shimmers get real shimmery once they're dry. They're not shimmery until they're dry, because they're wet. I love the red shimmer. Off my squeegee, and we're going to add the words on the bottom. I think we're going to do the words in black. We're going to put a season's greeting on the bottom. I really like this transfer, and this is one of the transfers that when it first came out, I'm like, I'm not getting this transfer. And now that I've made it a couple times, I'm totally in love with it. I think it's kind of classic retro to me. I don't know why. But see how you can see the shimmer on it? It's not glitter. It is an actual shimmer. Thank you, Jessie. Thank you, Kathy. All right. So we're gonna stick in here, right down here, a season's greeting. Make sure I'm straight and centered where I want to be. Which I'm probably not centered, right? Kind of like when I made the hot cocoa bar the other day, and cocoa is just a little bit off center, and that dry, or not off center, but not straight. Drives me crazy. Okay, pushing down my transfer. We're gonna add a season's greeting to it. This would be really cute, like even inside of a wreath. Oop, that's silver, or that's black shimmer. We don't want black shimmer, we want black. Where did I put my black? Okay, we used it, there it is. Oh, I added the water to it already. That means I gotta stir it in. But I'm gonna cheat and not. I'm just gonna go down deep. Okay. Stay on your transfer, because this is not a washable surface, right? You don't want to add too much water to your chalks when you're chalking with them, especially if you're using a paste packet. You don't want your paste to be watery. It's a paste. It's not paint. So you want it to be creamy, but you don't want it to be watery. That's the biggest mistake people make with paste packets, is they put too much water in them. Okay, so now we're gonna pull up a season's greeting, and we're done. Voila! Abracadabra peanut butter sandwiches. Isn't that what they used to say on Sesame Street? Abracadabra peanut butter sandwiches. Voila! This is my little secret sister. Look how pretty the shimmer looks. Kind of loving the shimmer. Alright, this is a season's greeting. Kind of nice for anybody, right? Especially if you're not even 100% sure what holiday they celebrate. Because it's a season's greeting, it's not Merry Christmas. So it's kind of universal, right? Can cover all holidays in the season of holidays. Boy, you guys are really crooked tonight. I'm sorry. All right, that's what I got for you tonight. I am making Maria. I am your Chalk Couture independent designer. I make a live demo video every night at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time where I show you how to use these amazing products called Chalk Couture. If you want to check out Kathy's gnomes, she's going to put them in the Making Maria's Crafty community. And if you're not in the Crafty community, it's a free group. We just share ideas and different stuff, and I share bundles and pricing and stuff like that too. But people kind of share and collaborate on different ideas. So it's Making Maria's Crafty community, and if you would like to be in that, you can comment, add me, and I will send you the link, and you just got to request to join. Doesn't cost you anything. Just gives you an opportunity to be part of our little crafting group, because we're kind of fun. I think we're fun. We're here every night, right, Kathy? We're all here every night. We got nothing else to do. Which is okay. Totally okay. All right, that's all I got for you. Thanks so much. I'll be back at you. I don't do a demo on Saturday night, but I will be back at you on Sunday, and we will create yet again something beautiful. Thanks, guys. I hope you have an amazing weekend, and I will see you guys on Sunday. Thanks, guys.